Hey everyone, this is Abby from Comic 4 Studios. Welcome back to a brand new video after 3 weeks, by the way. I'm sorry for disappearing almost. It took time. Last time I uploaded a video about the Matt Fractions Batman issue number 3 and 4, and now 5 and 6 have dropped. I read them and I'll be reviewing them also really soon. Anyhow, today we have two comics to review, but I'll shoot the video back to back with the release. Both videos will release on a gap of 1 week because we want content. Superman Birthright and Batman Hush. I got Batman Hush like in December and I finished it during like mid January. This although took me a bit much time because of my study schedule. Got this in mid Jan and early Feb. It took me almost half the month to finish this. Anyhow, today we'll be reviewing Batman Hush, a really great comic, but like I believe this is a bit overrated by the people. Batman has DC Compact Edition. It's a mystery comic and published by obviously the DC Studios and written by Jeph Loeb and art by Jim Lee and it collects the issue of Batman from the early 2000 from 608 to 619 actually. And yeah, it is fine, like not that bad, but like still feel his bit overhyped. Anyhow, all compact editions are for $10 or 13.50 Canadian. So like I guess that's really good. It got 312 pages to itself. Here's the side spine of the comic. I really like this art of here of Batman. And it got a lot of iconic villains of Batman like Joker, Ra's al Ghul, and then we got Clayface, we got Killer Croc, we got Batman, we got Red Hood, and the new villain called Hush, which is the main highlight of the comic, and also many other villains. So, like, it was fine comic. I just didn't like as much as people appreciated it. There, here is Hush. The comic starts with overview on the Batman, like his past, and I really like this art right here. The Jim Lee's art was fabulous. Literally, it's amazing art. Like, it's an amazing art. There is no lie in that. And the art was great, but the story was little skeptical. Like, I didn't like it at all. But I really liked the cameos. But like the story was not made, but like above average as it on its best. So like chapter one, it's about Killer Croc, and the story mainly focuses on the relationship of Batman with his people. We got Nightwing in it. Here you can see him. We got Catwoman in it, like a romance element added to this comic, and like that's not bad, but like I still prefer the Court of Owls. Like that story was so much great, and here we got the art is also really really good, and I really like the art. Like there is no doubt in that. That art was fantastic. We we even got a cameo of the Green Lantern, the first Green Lantern. Yep. And like I was really shocked to see this because I personally like the Green Lantern thing in the DC. Like I really like it. And then we also had this Superman slash Skull Arc and rivalry, Superman versus Batman, and we got again the romance element in this. I really not dislike, but I thought that's way too much. Like yeah, we got Poison Ivy in this comic, who was like the main villain for the first few arcs, and the Batman versus Superman fight was actually really good, and that's what I appreciate about this comic. Like literally, just see the art. Like oh my god, what the hell is going on? Anyhow, just see the art. That's amazing. Like see this. This is fantastic. And the fight scenes, they were so much great. Like I really thought I was seeing some movie. And the comic itself is really really great. Like you can see here, like there's a great fight sequence overall, and we got some great art during the fight. Like see this art. This one. This is so much great, and this one as well. Like this symbolizes so much like dark energy and everything of that. And we even got the crypto cameo, literally. Even the crypto. And I personally love crypto. He's like my favorite thing. One of my favorite personality in DC. Then we got really great art in which Batman says And when Superman says thank you now more than ever, I know that I gave ring to the right person. The ring was kryptonite ring. And Batman says, what are friends for? That's really great. And then the art changes. We have like Selena and Bruce stuff, and then Harley Quinn invades. Uh, And it's still fine, but bit weird. Like we have this great creepy Joker art, which is like really creepy. But you know, one really thing I liked about this comic was the depth they added to the Joker and Batman rivalry. Joker begging for Batman not to kill him as he killed his best friend, and he is literally begging him to not kill. And this could have been really really dark if he killed Joker. But we got this element of death in the family when Jason Todd was killed by Joker, and Jim Gordon, he comes to Batman. He tries to give him hope that he killed my daughter, not killed but made him paralyzed, made her paralyzed. Sorry, and he says I'm sorry, and see this Batman bloody hands. He realizes that there will be no difference between him and any other people in the Gotham if he kills. And Hush. And then we have the Nightwing here. And I really like the art style of Nightwing. I find it great. And this is a really really left. There's a great art style in this. This is the one of the great comics out there. And then we got the Batcave where we see a lot of Batmobiles, literally one of the great comics on the art style. Number one is the Alex Ross Kingdom Come. No comparison to that. Anyhow, there was Riddler in this comic. I dislike him. You all know me. I slightly dislike Riddler. I do not like him as a character. Then we got this really cool art style. There is no doubt about the art style. I should not appreciate it that much because it is really good. But we got Rachel Gould versus Batman. That's still a normal fight. Then we got Talia versus um Talia versus Catwoman. Then we got this small interlude chapter. Nothing much, but a bit romance element between Catwoman and Batman. And then we see, I guess, Tim Drake. He is yeah, Tim Drake. Tim Drake against Catwoman because Catwoman is a villain, and they both mock each other. They don't dislike each other, and we got Huntress even in this comic. Literally so much people in this comic. And then it could have been great if they did this. We see the return of Jason Todd, and look at this art style, man. This is so much great. And then we have some great fight between father and son. To demoralize the Batman, to demotivate him, but in the end he realizes that the Robin who died, it's not them. And then he realizes it was Clayface. That's fantastic. This element was great. Everything about this comic was great. The fight between Hush and Batman was great. And everything, literally Harvey Dent's return was great. Everything was fantastic in this comic until this game. Literally. Everything ruined. Literally everything ruined. I personally gave this comic a rating of around 8.75, same as the Court of Owls, but then this freaking Riddler returned. And I so much disliked, I was like, what the hell? And when I was reading this thing, this came out, I got this comic then. And literally, I was so much disheartened about this comic. I expected so much from it, but in the end, it's just all ruined. Overall, I won't say this comic is bad, but I wouldn't overhype it. I give this comic an 8 or 8.25 out of 10. There is nothing much in this comic, and if we remove the Riddler element from the end, I would give this comic a very much high rating. But everything, you are telling me that Riddler controlled everything, that's insane. But one thing good about this comic is the art style. great variant covers out there. Literally, one of the greatest. This one is, and another great one. This one is great too. Like this one. Now let me reveal something. Like something really good. I'm getting some few comics, and instead of telling, I would just say that from the end of these, here you can see this. There are around two of them mentioned here in the end of the comic. So yeah, that was the all review of the Batman Hush. Really overhyped comic. Really ruined it. Literally, ended ending of this comic literally ruined it for me. And I personally expected a lot better from this, but like that's the fate. Thank you for watching this video. Next upcoming Superman Birthright, and after this heartbreak, I actually liked it very much, and I'll tell that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to keep following, give your reviews, give your thoughts in the comments, and like that was all for today. Take care and goodbye.